Hey guys, good morning. No regrets, Captain Paul with Safe Wake. I want you guys to watch how we went to IBX. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And we're looking forward now that I sit on the board with Safe Wake. I wear their shirt proudly, and we'll continue to. Right now, we're working on a lot of things behind the scenes, and I can't wait to share all this stuff with you in upcoming videos. Anyway, today, what I'm so jacked up about is I'm back in my little motorhome. I got to sleep in my bed, and I really enjoyed it because I spent a lot of money on that mattress. Anyway, I made a horrible mistake. And I don't know if it is or not, but we'll find out very, very shortly because I like to do real world testing. What I found out at IBEX, what was kind of disappointing for me actually, we went to the breakfast, you can see right here. And at that breakfast, we had a house builder telling us about boat building. And it was kind of disappointing because the same thing throughout some of the meetings that I went to was that we don't have real boaters out there with real experience talking about boating and how do you help people if you don't even have real world experience. And that's what this video is all about, because today I want to share with you, I went with 24 volt inverter and a 24 volt lithium ion battery to run my inverter in this little motorhome. And it didn't work out because right now I'm running, let me show you a quick little video of my solar panels. I got 4 solar panels running 800 watts, and it won't keep up with my refrigerator. So a couple things that I did, let me share it with you real quick. And it really doesn't matter, guys. I want to explain that to you, that whether you have a boat or an RV, it's all about the same. This is my refrigerator that came stock with this motorhome, and it's a propane or electric 110 refrigerator. Well, it draws a lot of power because it's old. And so I want to try and get that power draw down to help the battery. And my 24 volt system won't keep up with it. So before I changed the refrigerator, which I've already ordered a new refrigerator, being on these last couple of boats, both boats had 12 volt refrigerators, and I really like that. So I have ordered, I'll show you the one that I ordered on Amazon right here. Anyway, the one that I ordered on Amazon is a 12 volt, and so I switched my battery in here today from a 24 volt to a 12 volt, and then I won't lose any of the power conversion, if that makes sense, trying to go through an inverter, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking 24 volts, running through an inverter, and there is some loss in power right there, so I'm trying to maximize everything. Also going with new technology, which helps. That's a lot what SafeWake has to do, was testing these products and sharing them with you guys, and real world what's really going on. So I want to see this right here. This is my new way. I've teamed up with T-Mobile on the business side, and they're giving me this remote router here, which I want to be able to run on the inverter. That will run on the inverter. The refrigerator will run on the 12 volt side of the battery. And it was kind of a mistake for me to go with that 12 volt. And I want you guys to learn from that, because that mistake cost me thousands of dollars actually, and I don't want it to cost you. So what we're going to do now is we're waiting for FedEx to drop off the new 12 volt battery. And then we'll see what happens. I'll get that installed. I get the new inverter. So it's only going to take a few minutes too, because everything is there. All the wires are run. All I've got to do is switch from 24 volt to 12 volt. And I want to see if it keeps up with this refrigerator. I'm getting ready to go on a 3-day trip here to go out and do some training. Super cool boat too. I can't wait to show it to you guys, but I'm going to let you guys. This is a single screw. That's all I'm going to say about it. And watch the videos, because it's going to be super cool. I've been dealing with Larry from Phoenix for actually a few years now, but we finally closed on a boat. So excited to get over there and see the boat. This is the first time that I've seen the boat, and so I'm jacked up about it. And it's also a very cool boat. You guys are going to love this boat. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. Just a live update. It's actually Saturday morning. This is Sunday. You guys will be seeing, you guys will be seeing this video. And then by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we should be able to get some real world numbers on, did the 24 volt work better or did the 12 volt work better? Well, right now, what I could do is I could go in good sunlight. I can go for about 30 hours on this system. So what I'm hoping to do, I want to get to where it goes unlimited. It doesn't take a whole lot of sun. And how I'm basing these numbers is I used a 200 amp hour lithium battery on Loop Princess, and I had about the same amount of solar power on Loop Princess, and I was topped off every day by noon, and I was running 2 refrigerators, not 1 but 2, and I was able to use my lithium power battery, one single battery, and those batteries were topped off every single day. So I'm going to go with new technology on my refrigerator. There is a difference, because this is my theory, and somebody can help out in the comments here, is that the 24 volt, I don't have enough solar power with my 800 watts. I really need to double that up and do about 1600 to 2000 watts on the 24 volt, because the amperage is so big, and I need twice as much coming out of the battery and going in the battery, and I don't have that capacity. So by using the 12 volt, I'm hoping that it works better. In real world, on Loop Princess, it worked better for me, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some real world testing for you guys. That's what we're switching from. That's my model number for my battery. And now we're going to switch back to 12 volt. So I'm getting ready to pull this stuff out as my new battery. And I've got to switch this inverter, because that is a 24 volt inverter. And we're going to put this 12 volt inverter in there. So one of the first things I do is I shut my panel off so that I'm not getting any voltage from the solar panels to the battery. So that's the first thing I did right there, is just shut the switch off. So one of the things I'm going to do real quick is switch out the remote control, because this just turns the inverter on or off. So we'll change it out. We'll put this one in place of that one, because this is for the new 12 volt inverter. Wow, I just got confirmed from Amazon that my new refrigerator is going to show up today. Now that doesn't mean it's not going to be damaged. It doesn't have to go back, but holy, that just changed the whole game plan here. Now I've got to try and dig out this old refrigerator, put the new refrigerator in. So a lot of work today. That was just a quick swap out. All I do is remove the 4 screws, unplug the old controller, plug the new controller in, and that's it. So inverter is ready. It's installed. Now we're just waiting for the new battery. Take 5 minutes to hook that up. And now I'm going to come over here and start taking out this refrigerator. I've never done one before, but it's just pull the trim pieces, pull a couple screws, and yank it out of here. I only want to show you this because earlier, I called, I arranged for help, but I said, let me try this by myself. Let me just see how far I can get it without having any help come over. So, I got an email this morning from Amazon saying that my refrigerator was coming. So I just started disconnecting. I pulled lines and I figured it out. I got it out of the motorhome all by myself. And it's actually, I thought this thing was going to be just a tremendous amount of weight that there's no way I could pick it up. But I was able to grab like right here and then use leverage and pick it up and get it into the couple positions that I needed. And then it kind of slid right out the door. So it's just, I just wanted to show you that, because it's what drives humans to do things that they out of their comfort zone, if that makes sense. So it's why I cross oceans. It's the same mentality. Like, you just don't give up. You just keep going and keep going. And there's some times when you reach roadblocks and you have to stop, you have to get help. But in this situation, I'm able to keep on going and just keep on plugging away here. Now I'll clean up all of the mess, get ready for the new refrigerator, run the new wires the way I want to run them. This is my old 12 volt wires right here. That's the plug that it plugged in for the 110. We won't be using that anymore, so we'll vacuum all this out, clean it all up. That's my propane line. Now I may not be able to use propane until I disconnect this fully, which eliminates my hot water. But no big deal. I'll survive, and I won't be able to use my heat until I deal with this right here. Super excited here. I got my battery and my refrigerator. So let's get this refrigerator unpacked. I'm gonna throw it in real quick. and then we'll hook up the wires and get this party started. Guys, I'm liking everything I see here. Looks nice. Now let's just see if it fits, which according to the specs it should, but I do have a little bit of room if I need to cut some, and the height was the only thing I was really concerned about. All right, guys, I went over to Home Depot, got a few pieces of trim, which I'll put some stain on later on, but I got this refrigerator installed, and believe it or not, I got it installed by myself. It was amazing. It really wasn't that heavy. It is Sunday morning now, and I'm going to give you a live update on the refrigerator. So last night, I crudely charged the battery, but I charged it all the way up to 95%. And when I woke up at 4:30, I was still at 95%. So this refrigerator is very, very, very efficient. So what it means is I will be able to just leave it run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, off of just these solar panels, and it really doesn't matter how much sunlight it gets. It's going to be fine. It really doesn't matter what environment I put it in, because if I go out west and it's really hot out there, we're going to have lots of sun, so it's always going to keep this battery topped off. So the system that I designed is going to work, but I think a lot of it has to do with the refrigerator. So we'll see. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe. And today is a super exciting day. We're going to get on a new boat, fresh boat. Have never on the channel, have never been on one of these boats, and I'm going to surprise you guys. And you guys should see these videos starting a Wednesday. Anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. I do. And thank you so much for watching. You have no idea the appreciation. Thank you guys. Bye.